for you. Oh, I cry for you. I can't believe we're here tonight.
And if you ask, we don't care. Oh, you don't care? Yeah, we don't care. I want to give you. I want to give you my car.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. If you're new to this channel, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post a new video. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much darling for coming back and trusting me on delivering e-content, you know. And guys, I want to thank you so much for loving me and supporting me like non-stop. It means a lot to me, and I like it very much when you guys like engage on the comment section. I feel like I connect with you, like, you know, I guess you get me. So as promised guys, I promised you a sit down video and I'm delivering on that promise today. I'm doing a story time. This is rather a sad day for me. I'm not sure whether to say okay, yeah, let me just say so. This is rather a sad day for me. I've been postponing this video for like the longest time. I've been shooting this one video countless times, and I end up deleting it because it becomes messy, you know. So I can't post something that's a little messy on my channel, so I decided to do it again. I hope it will come out better today, you know. Guys, the thing is, you can't control your emotions when you're going through something and then you get to talk about it and you just cry in the middle of telling that story. So I didn't want to post such video, you know. Okay, it's okay to cry, man, but I don't know. But singasukhale ne to some extent, not bana break it down and stuff, ne. So it was very messy. The last video I shot, it was just messy, so I couldn't post it. Yeah. So guys, in today's video I'll be telling you how I cope with the loss. Okay, there's a noise out here. I'm not sure if you guys hear it. I think I'll have to close this window because there's a lot of noise. I'm sorry guys, I'll be back in a minute. Right, I'm back. I hope you guys can see me. So in today's video I'll be telling you about how I dealt with the loss of my partner, not just a partner, but a boyfriend, a baby daddy, a friend, everything, man. I mean, that guy was everything to me, and it still is, you know. So I started dating back in high school. Let me just give you a background of this, you know. I started dating back in high school. I was doing grade 10, and I started having sex in grade 11, towards the end of grade 11. I hope there's no elder watching this, you know. But you have to understand, man. So I started having sex in grade 11, and I fell pregnant in grade 11 towards the end of 2016. Yeah, I was doing grade 11 in 2016, so I fell pregnant towards the end of 2016. I mean, I did sex for like countable times, you know, for like few times, guys. I think 3 or 4 times, and then I fell pregnant. Remember, it was my first time. That guy was my virgin breaker, so it was my first time having sex, and I was still new to this, you know. I was new, and then the guy enjoy, you know. So I fell pregnant in grade 11, and then grade 12, 2017, and we were so in love with my boyfriend, guys. If you went to high school with me, those who attended high school with me knows how much we were in love with my boyfriend, my ex-boyfriend now, my late boyfriend, let me just say so. We were so in love, guys. We would go to study together, we would do so many things together, man. We were just one person, you know. And I thought we were gonna get married, you know, since we had our firstborn. So I was like, we're gonna get married, you know. So yeah, we were so in love, guys. We would attend studies together, evening studies together. We would sit together on one desk as attending classes. Whenever we are attending classes, we would work together at school. We would do so many things together, you know. Now I was staying at home, and he was renting, because the school was at my village. So he was renting, and I was staying at home. So whenever the school is out, he would walk me home, and I would walk him to his place. And then we come back. He walks me to my place. I hope you understand. So it was that, because we were so in love. And I believe we were both invested in that relationship, and that's why I believed that we'll get married one day. But yeah, we always plan, but God decides to do otherwise, you know. So in 2018 we started varsity. We both started varsity. He was studying at Tata at Wusu, and then I was here in PE. And things were okay, man. We were in a long distance relationship, and he would see me only when the schools are closed. So I would only see him during March, June, September, and December holidays. So that's how we did things, you know, because we had no money. For me to travel and to help to travel to Tata to go and see him every weekend, because we would have done so if we had money, if we had like enough money. But because we were both students, so we couldn't like do that, you know. And yeah, we survived the long distance relationship for like 2 or 3 years. Yes, we survived. We were, guys, sasihamba kakuhle, man. Everything was just smooth, you know. There were no complications, if I'd say, or whatever. We're just cool. We're just cool beings, you know. Just until 2019. Until 2019 December, it was time for me to go back home. The schools were closed and it was time for me to go back home. I went home. So whenever I'm going home, I would go past his place first and spend those 2 to 3 days with him and then go home, you know. And whenever I'm from home to PE, I'd go past his place and spend those few days with him, you know. So December 2019, I went to his place and spent my 3 days there, and we had a good time. And he was still writing his exams, and I was done with mine. He was still writing his exams, and he will be his school was gonna close in like 3 or 4 days because he had a few exams coming. And then I went home. Yes, I went home. I left him at his place and I went home. And 3 days later, he came. He also went home. And then we were talking, man, as we usually do. We were talking and chatting. This other day, I think, I'm not sure which day it was, but I know for sure it was the 20th. It was the 19th of December. We were chatting and we were planning that we were going and buy the kid Christmas clothes, you know, because we have a kid. I did tell you that we have a kid together. We have a 4-year-old now. He's now 4 years, by the way. We were talking about us going to buy him Christmas clothes and everything, and we had the 21st or 22nd planned that we're gonna go to town and buy him Christmas clothes, and everything was fine, and we went to sleep. He didn't tell me whether there was something wrong with him or anything of that sort. We went to sleep together. And then in the morning, I was expecting a morning text as usual, because he usually sends me a morning text because he's the one who wakes up earlier than me, you know. And then I went to my WhatsApp the following morning and I didn't find any morning text or something like that. And I texted him saying, "Morning, baby," and you know, and it ticked once. I was like, he's probably busy or he ran out of data, you know. So the day went by and I was flew. This guy is not responding to me. He's not calling me. He's not doing anything. And we were busy at home that day. We were painting, cleaning, and doing all that stuff, you know. My phone was just unattended for most of the time. We were busy. And then I got a call later that day. I got a call from my friend, my best friend, asking me, when last did I talk to my boyfriend? When last did I talk with my boyfriend? And I told you I was chatting with him yesterday. Why are you asking? And then she said, her sister was not okay, so she went to hospital. And then she said her sister says that she saw my boyfriend at hospital in a wheelchair. I was like, what? You saw my boyfriend in a wheelchair? A lot didn't make sense. I was like, wheelchair, boyfriend, doesn't add up. So a lot didn't make sense. I was like, no, she probably saw the wrong person or something, you know. I was like, no, man. I was talking with this guy yesterday. yesterday before I slept, and he didn't tell me that he is feeling, he's feeling unwell or something. So you telling me that he was in hospital just doesn't make sense to me. And she was like, I just wanted to tell you that I was just a worried person, you know. And then she hung up the phone, and I took my phone and called my boyfriend, and then his phone went straight to voicemail. I called his brother, and it rang and went to voicemail also. So I was like, wow, I'm starting to get worried now because I know what is happening, you know. And then still depending I way ilanduze ifone yami. I checked my Facebook. Oh no, I didn't check my Facebook. Azange ngingene ku Facebook that day. I didn't check my Facebook. So kwagqitha la yamini, and then kwaba yenye imini elandelayo. And we were still busy endlini. We were busy cleaning. And then around 2 or 1, I'm not sure, I got a call from my friend, from this other friend of mine, not the one who called me yesterday. Ne? I got a call from the other friend, and then she told me. She asked me, when last did I talk to my boyfriend? And I was like, what? Guys, zindona zinizibuzayo. Ndamxelela uba I was talking to him the day before yesterday, and then he's been offline since. And in my mind, I thought that he probably ran out of data. Yeah, so it wasn't a big deal to me. So she was like, where are you now? I'm like home. Are you okay? Yes, I'm okay. And she said, who are you with? I told her, where's your mom? I told her, and then she said I must give my brother my phone. I must hand it to my brother. And then I gave my brother my phone, and they were talking. My phone was on loudspeaker, not really loudspeaker, but it was loud for me to hear what she was saying. And then she said to my brother, he must make sure that I'm out of the room before she says whatever she wanted to say. And my brother was like, go outside. I was like, no, I'm not going outside. I'm just gonna like eat stuff, you know. So I was standing there at the door and listening to their conversation, and I told my brother to say to my friend that I'm out, and he said, yes, I'm out. And then she said, so and so is normal. Like, I heard it, Henny. I heard what she was saying, but I didn't hear her. I'm not sure if you guys understand me. I heard whatever she was saying to my brother, but I felt like so I walked out of that room rashly. Ndaphuma ndibaleka kuleya room and ndayozivalela to a separate room. I was there in that room praying that God, whatever I had, ingabi yabona. I was praying that makube kanye ndive kakubi. I was praying that whatever I had, can it be just a dream or something? I don't know. And then I saw my brother. I was looking through the window. I saw my brother walking to my mom. My mom was outside, but she was busy with her things. I saw my brother walking to my mom, and they were talking. I couldn't hear what they were saying to each other because they were far from me, and I could only see them. So they were talking, And I could see that my mom is shocked, and I could read from her body expressions that she is shocked. And I was there praying that God, you know, guys, growing up, I had this prayer that Thixo, ngicela ungenzele nje le favor. Do not ever let my children grow up without their parents, without their both parents. I had this prayer ever since ndandikhula. I was like, God, ngicela abantwana bami bangaze bakhule ngehlobo endikhule ngayo, because I know the pain of losing your parents, you know. So this thing just came as i-thunderstorm kum, yavele yandihitha nje ngehlobo nje endingalaziyo. Okay, as I was saying, brother yam, I was talking to my mom, and wahamba ke brother yam. And my mom took so long to come to me. She did her stuff, like the ambon who devastated. Like I was so praying, guys, ndandithanda ndandiguqe ngamadolo lamini. Ndimcela uThixo uba God, ngicela ingenzeki le nto, ingenzeki le nto, uyabona? Ndicela ke okay ingaconfirm ubana yenzekile, uyabona? So I was there, guys, praying, crying and praying, you know. And then my mom came to me and she said, let's sit down. And I knew at that very moment, I knew whatever she was gonna tell me was very serious. We sat down, a lounge, we sat down, and she asked me, when last did I talk to my baby daddy? I told her, and she said to me, ngelishwa nangelakho, ngelishwa mntanam, this had to happen to you. Your baby daddy is normal. Like, he is normal. You will never see him again. You will never talk to him again. You will never hear from him again. I was sitting there confused, hoping that she will tell me that this is a joke or this is a dream or whatever. I was just sitting there, not responding. I was just numb. I couldn't believe what she was saying to me. And she said to me, my baby, cry if you have to, scream if you have to. And I could see the pain in her eyes. How do you tell your kid that the love of her life is normal? How? There's no parent that deserves alone. The only word I uttered ushukuma kwam was na mama. And I went back to my room. She didn't know what to say to me or do, you know. She walked out. I could see that she was so deeply hurt. And I'm sorry, guys. And then my brother came and he brought me water. I was not crying, you know. I was just confused. I was confused. I didn't want to believe that the guy is normal. I didn't want to believe that the guy I loved so much is normal. The person I shared so much with, the person I shared so much with is normal. For the whole month of December, I was still hoping that the guy is gonna come back and love me again. I would still send him text. I would still call him. The sad part was that on his WhatsApp profile picture, there was me. He had my profile picture. So whenever I sent him a text, I would hope that he would text me back or he would call me back. I would sometimes call him and his phone would ring and then go to voicemail. So I was still hoping that he'd pick up his phone. I think it rang because he changed his settings to call direct or something. He diverted his call to his friend, his best friend. So whenever I call, my calls will go straight to his best friend. So I had hope that he's gonna come back. Yabo? And then goes went by and it was time for me to go back to school. You know, I told you guys that whenever I'm coming to PE, I'll go to him first and then come here. So that day was different. It was very different because I took straight from home and I went to the taxis. It was wow. That's where the reality started. I was like, no, my life has changed. It has really changed for the bad. So I went from home straight to the taxi rank and I drove to PE. I came here and nothing was okay. Everything was just wrong. Everything was just unusual. It was just not normal. And then kakhulu is that there was umntwana involved, an innocent kid. Deserve yonke lento. There was a kid who needed a father. There was a kid odinga uthando ngutatakhe. Ufithi loo nto yaye yakhatha. But it's okay. So coming here, I didn't want to deal with the pain that I've lost someone very close to my heart. I ended up doing things that I was not supposed to do. I ended up hurting innocent people. I was hopping from this guy to another. I was looking for him. I looked for him in every guy I dated in 2020. And when I couldn't find him, I would just like dump the guy. I would just like dump the guy for no reason because I was only looking for him. I I've had so many people, so many guys. I've been a disabled London because I couldn't accept that I'm not ready to be in a relationship. I'm not saying I'm proud of that or anything, but I'm just saying I was not me. I was not me. I was not myself. And I'm really, 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 really sorry for the guys I've done wrong. I was just not myself. I was not myself. And I also got hurt in the way, you know. I also got hurt in the process because the moment I found out that this guy is, I don't know, guys, no one deserves this kind of pain. No one deserves to lose someone so close to their heart. But okay, this is earth. These things happen and we have no control over them. So when such things happen, we just have to live with them, you know. I think ndabalimaza abantu nabantu babantu because I felt like they were my peace and I was not their peace. I was selfish. And I wanted what's best for me, ndodwa. And azange ndiziconsiderishe ii-feelings zabo. And I was just scared of dealing with the pain alone. I wanted to hurt someone else. I don't know. I don't know. But then, on the bright side, finally, towards the end of 2020, I thought to myself, I had a conversation with myself that I need to stop what I'm doing and just deal with things, you know. I think izinto ziqale utshintsha. I told you that I was calling the guy non-stop and texting him sometimes. So there was this one time where I called him again, and then his friend, oh no, I called him and then it rang, the phone rang, and it went straight to voicemail. And then a few seconds after, his best friend called me and said, Hell, you were calling me. What's wrong? And I was like, me calling you? I didn't call you. And he asked him, who were you calling then? I couldn't answer him. He asked again, hell, who were you calling? I think he knew that I was calling someone. And maybe he knew that my then boyfriend diverted his calls to him. So I finally told him that I was calling so and so. And he was like, no, hell, don't do this to yourself. I think it's time to let go now. It's time to let him rest. It's time to set him free. Just delete his number, delete his photos, and delete everything that will remind you of him. And I was crying throughout that call, and after that I deleted his number. I was so hurt. I deleted his number, and I also deleted some of his pictures, and life went on. That's where I was like, no, I think it's time for me to move on and let the guy rest, because he has done what he was here for. He loved me, he loved his kid, he did everything in his power to make us happy. So it was time for me to just let him rest. So from that day, I told myself that I'll give myself time to grieve and feel the pain, and yeah. So now I know that you have to feel the pain before you can forgive, and So I gave myself that time to deal with whatever that was going on with my life, and I forgave everything. I told myself that I will love the way I'm being loved. And then I met this guy I'm with right now, and that's where I told myself that I think I am ready to give love the way I receive it again. So I gave love a second chance, and here I am. I'm happy again. I am very happy. Like, I am very, very, very happy. So I'm sure wherever he is resting in peace, knowing that I'm also at peace. I think so. Or I'm hoping so. So now I'm a happy hand. I'm happy, and that's, guys, like, I don't know. I'm very happy. I'm very happy. I'm very happy. I'm glad that ndiyakwazi ukuthanda ngehlobo endithanda ngalo ngoku, because bendikade ngubani laa nto yofuna ukuziphindezela for something you don't know. bendinaloo nto mana no andizukwazi uba ndibe-hurt ndodwa, yabona. Bendinaloo nto uba no andizukwazi uba ndibe-hurt ndodwa or something like that, kwathini. So at least now ndiyakwazi ukumthanda omnye umntu the same way andithanda ngayo, yabo. I'm not saying I'm proud ngezinto endizenzileyo in the past. Andikho proud for ngokukhathaza abanye abantwana abebebona i-potential lover kum, and I'm really not proud, yabona leyo into. It's just not okay. But ke I'm glad that ndiyakwazi ukuphila with ne-situation eyiyo ngoku, yabona. So I've accepted bana kukanje, and then I've learned to live with that, and I'm happy, and my son is also happy. He has never asked me about his dad, and whenever he asked me, whenever he asked me, I will just gladly tell him what happened and how much we were so in love with his dad. So akuyonto exabaye ngoku. I feel like noba kasekho, he still lives within me. He still lives within us. So wanishiya ne-blessing ukutsho nje, wanishiya ne-reflection yakhe. So igama lakhe aluzocima kude kuphele, yabona. Even though engasekho, he still lives through his son. He still lives through his parents. He still lives through me, yabona. So it's kinda a blessing in disguise, because I learned to love even more. Yabona. Ekugqibeleni we're not gonna live forever. Sizawuhamba nathi ngexesha lethu, qha ke kushiyane ixesha loba sihambe apha emhlabeni. So sooner or later still sizosweleka sonke, just that asikwazi ukuyamkela into xa yenzekile at that particular time, yabo. So guys, that is the story for today, and I would really appreciate it if you guys can like engage in the comment section on how you dealt with the loss of your loved one or boyfriend. Not really this kind of loss, maybe breakup or something. So I'd really appreciate it if you guys like engage and tell us how you dealt with it, how you handle things, yabo. So this is the story for today, guys. I hope to see you on the next video. If you haven't subscribed, ngicela subscribe, my love, so that we'll become a happy family, you know. And from me to you, it's love. Bye.